Lou Gramm says he has never regretted his decision to leave Foreigner. This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight, this morning, whatever time it is. It's airing in your globe. I'm crazy, Janaki. In a new interview with Tommy London, who hosts SiriusXM's Classic Rewind, I honestly don't remember the guy's name, but from I listen to these radio shows. I don't know all the DJs, but that's besides the point. Lou Gramm reflected on his decision to leave the band more than 2 decades ago. He said in the 1980s, early 2000s, Mick Jones was the guitarist is the was the guitarist of Foreigner. Technically, he still is, even though he doesn't perform anymore. The deals with that. And the main songwriter, which Mick Jones wasn't Foreigner, and himself began writing. And they put some really good ideas together. He says they had about 7 songs complete and were hoping to finish with about 3 or 4 more songs and put out a new Foreigner album, which there hadn't been a Foreigner album out, a new one, in almost a decade. They were playing this place in Belgium. It was a tennis arena that held 80,000 people, this thing called the Night of the Proms. Saw some of those YouTube clips from those concerts where they have a lot of bands perform. They perform a few songs at a time. Sometimes they use the orchestras, sometimes they don't. They did a series of shows. After that, he left the band. He said he just had enough. And the tension he said he had between him and Mick Jones led to his departure. Mick is the founder of the band. He's the leader of the band, but he wasn't necessarily doing the job the way he used to do it and was suppressing a lot of his creativity. He just kept telling him, just sing your parts, Lou. And after just contributing to about every hit song that the band had released in 20 some years, to be reduced to a non creative part, just a singer, didn't sit well with Mr. Gramm. And honestly, I don't blame Lou at all. So after Nights at the Proms, they flew back to the States. He informed management that he was leaving the band. They said, why? What could be wrong? Everything's going so good. He said it's not going good because he was shut out creatively, which is extremely important to him. He's not just a singer, he's a songwriter, and always been, even before Foreigner, he left the band and he has not had any regrets about it since. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else has to subscribe. We thank much for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. He left for good in 2002. Has battled health issues in recent years, including the removal of a non-cancerous tumor. I thought that happened early in the 90s. Apparently, he was planning to retire, but has reunited with Foreigner for several more shows back in 2018 to celebrate the band's 40th anniversary. He was still doing solo shows in 2024. Myself and Janaki had the honor of seeing him 3 times this year, which is rare for me to see a solo artist twice in the same thing, but hey, it's rock and roll. And there you go. That's what Mr. Lou Gramm had to say, that he's never regretted his decision to leave Foreigner. Your thoughts, friends, on what Mr. Gramm had to say. Shame, shame, shame.